Good morning, everyone. It's actually great to be back at CED. A couple of years ago, I presented for GeneCentric in the showcase presentation. So it's really good to have graduated to the scale-up and the growth stage mode. Now, in GeneCentric, you heard the word diagnostics, but we are unlike any diagnostic company that you've probably heard of. We have developed a classification system specifically for the pharmaceutical industry to use in drug development. It's a proprietary system known as the Cancer Subtype platform that's able to distinguish in a way not before available different biologic subtypes of tumor that we can then look and decide which patients will be responders and non-responders. Our lead program is called the Lung Subtype platform, and what we're most excited about is that we have two very core strategic partners for our technology, LabCorp, who's been a partner since our initiation and has validated our profiles and has our first test called HistoPlus on their menu. Additionally, at the end of December, we signed an agreement with Bristol Myers Squibb, who became our lead investor in our Series B round, and also a collaborator, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. In addition, we at GeneCentric are also have emerging collaborations with other pharma companies as well. So we closed our Series B at the end of December, and we've had a very experienced diagnostic team, and we're most excited to be scaling up to add additional members to our team, both in drug development and other areas as well. So what is the Cancer Subtype platform? Our platform allows us to first bioinformatically and then convert into tissue assays a new universal classification system. This classification system combines different modalities. We've started with gene expression, but we can combine additional modalities, and it's specifically able to be integrated into all phases of drug development to stratify patients, and ultimately become companion diagnostics, which is an endpoint for our assays. We've begun in lung cancer, but have also developed assays for head and neck cancer and in beginning other tumor types as well. Well, how does this all work and why is this so revolutionary? Let's take lung cancer as an example. 85% of patients with lung cancer have a type known as non-small cell lung cancer. I'm a pathologist. I was trained to distinguish these tumors under the microscope into either an adenocarcinoma or a squamous cell carcinoma. And was I right when I made those diagnoses? Well, until recently, it almost didn't matter because we didn't have targeted therapies like we do right now. But now we have genomic assays, including the HistoPlus assay offered by LabCorp at GeneCentric, that's able to do this genomically. So this is one level of assay that we've produced to distinguish squamous cell carcinoma from adenocarcinoma. But we didn't stop there. We've learned that within each of these types of lung cancer, there actually are either further subtypes known as biologic subtypes. So a category like adenocarcinoma that we thought was one tumor type, maybe distinguished by a few mutations, is actually 3 different distinctive tumor types known as bronchioid, magnoid, and squamoid. On the squamous cell carcinoma side, there are actually 4 types of tumor, 4 biologic subtypes, behave very differently. They're different tumors. So should we be surprised that different drugs will act differently for the biologic subtypes? Here's an example of lung squamous cell carcinoma and the 4 biologic subtypes that I mentioned before, but mapped against a variety of immune signatures. Now, I could have mapped it against any drug target, But in this example, because of course immune checkpoint inhibitors, immunotherapy is such an important area, I chose this area, you can see that one of the subtypes is far more active than the others, and how this tool can really be important to guide drug development. So why is this so different? Why is GeneCentric so different? Because we are targeting the drug development model as our entry point into the market, with the ultimate goal of building companion diagnostics. And as it was noted before, it costs $2.6 billion to develop a new drug. With only 5% spent on biomarkers, it still opens for us the opportunity for a very huge market to institute our novel approach for biomarkers and companion diagnostics. So let me close by giving some key points about GeneCentric and our system. We have developed a proprietary core technology known as the Cancer Subtype Platform that gives a comprehensive picture of tumor genomics. It can be applied to any cancer and any tumor type. We have deployed our lung subtype platform. It gives us a unique revenue opportunity at an earlier stage than most diagnostic companies, where we can offer these tools for pharma at any stage of drug development. We're thrilled to have signed our agreement with BMS to use our program with them to look at drugs like Opdivo, and we have additional discussions going on with pharma. So I look forward to telling you more about GeneCentric and our success in our future, and thank you for listening to our story. Thank you.